So yeah, obviously, if you haven't already, you need to go and download that Odd Couple Prelude. I've rinsed it on here, like big time rinsed it on here. So, you know, it's a heavy project, man, it's a heavy project. And I'm looking forward to the album as well, you know what I mean? That's going to be another one for the collection, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I know you kind of touched on the EP actually, like on you kind of talking between it, but you just want to let everyone know what got you into hip hop, kind of what started it, you know, you're building from there. And
alright, well, I mean, for me personally, always been into music, always been into hip hop, but predominantly when I got started actually going to the studios, recording was when I met Ray, which seems like many moons ago now, a long time ago. I think it's coming close to 20 years, a few years of 20 years I've known Ray. Rings of Saturn, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just always had a love for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But always the good hip hop. I mean, obviously, like we grew up in the 90s, so the hip hop that we like probably varies, you know, to the extremity with what sort of, you know, some of the hip hop that's out and about now. But we just do what we like. We do that, you know, what's good for us. But yeah, basically Ray got me into hip hop, so it's the man.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
You know what I mean? The mentor.
Present a complete panorama.
Yeah, building on what Tess just said, I've been a hip hop fan since young. Hearing hip hop coming up through my parents playing it, but when I caught an interest, I was about 11 years old. You know, I started secondary school, I met K-Zoro, Rings of Saturn. K-Zoro was heavily into hip hop, his big brother Venom. Shout out Venom, you should be watching this. You know, he exposed me to like hip hop albums that blew my mind. That would have been circa 95. So everything I heard from then on, I started collecting, and I went back to old stuff, you know, 92s, 1s, 89s, and just started doing my homework. And writing bars came in at about 14. We developed that. We all went to college, K-Zoro, you know, Bad Company, who I also went to school with. We all started making beats at the same time, getting the MPCs, learning trial and error, programs on the PCs, you know, the Logics, the Cubases. And we started building demos, like with no aim, but just making demos based on the shit that we were feeling that was coming out, that was dope. Trying to emulate it, you know, doing our thing. So it was a natural progress of developing from there, meeting, connecting, linking with other artists and whatnot. But I've always been a fan of that hip hop, the raw.
That's good, man. No, I know you've got good taste, man. You've got good taste. You've got TD, man. You've got what you say, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So what did you decide to put this project out, just the two of you? I know you kind of like you're saying you've been down with each other for years, man. So it's only natural, really.
I mean, me and Ray always been like solo artists as well, but we've always been like a tag team as well in you know, as far as rhymes go. So the Odd Couple, for those that don't know, and a lot of people have said to me that the name was taken from an alias that Ghostface Killer and Raekwon had. I never remember them having that alias, and I don't bite no one's shit, so excuse my language, sorry, I'm not to say that.
To correct Tess quickly, it was Ghostface and Capadonna. Capadonna referenced it in the lyric. Just saying that they're like that. Wu-Tang, Shaolin, if you know your martial arts movie, Sammo Hung, etc. I'll say no more now.
So that's it, yeah, that's where the name came from, and you know, and we are an odd couple, you know what I'm saying? Because my rhyming, the way I rhyme to the way Ray rhymes is sometimes can be completely ends of the spectrum. So yeah, so but it works. So
oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, if listeners, I mean, if they haven't heard the EP, you need to go and check it seriously, man. It's just there's some lyrics on there, man. There's some deep shit.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that very much, man.
All the kind of guys that listens, like I said to M9 and Felix and Howard before, man, like, you have to listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do, you know. I mean, we do make stuff that you can bounce to and that you can vibe to and mellow out to and party to, most definitely. But everything we make is something that you can throw on some headphones and disappear into them. You know, that is art as well as, it's not just spitting bars, it's art. You know? And I know DJ Madhandz, ill DJ, you are, you know what I'm saying, you understand that, whereas a lot of people don't understand that. So maybe that's where their music lacks, for me personally, you know?
Yeah. adding on to what Tester said, yeah, it's definitely that. That's why some people's like food as I call it, music, metaphorically speaking, lacks the soul. You know, you have to know where you're coming from with what you're doing and have like a real appreciation for this as an art, first and foremost. And we've been students of this for a long time, so making music, I don't take it for granted. You know, I've got a project coming out that's kind of to the left that might throw my fans off because of the sound of it, but what you're getting from me as an artist is unadulterated, it's unfiltered, but it's a different chamber, just to show the versatility. But coming back to what Tester said, we keep everything within the realm of, you know, true to the art form. So we never stray too far away from making some raw stuff, regardless of how it's making you feel, whether it's about some girls, whether it's about some like fight that we got in, some back in the day stuff, you know, some social commentary, whatever it is, it's always to the point.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, because you're talking about the different styles, I mean, even if you hark back to like the Darker Than Black, you can hear that on like Delta of Venus. It's like a whole different, it flips it totally, man, but it's still a banger of a track, man.
Yeah, no, Darker Than Black, for anyone that ain't heard that, I mean, what can I say?
Oh mate, don't.
You know what I mean, like that's. I mean, you know, people are gonna say it's biased, but I don't think an album like that has been made in the UK before with the type of MCs that were part of it, and you know, I don't think that's been done. You know, so the levels of that album, so as far as lyricism goes and production, and you know, there's nothing fancy about it. You know what I mean? But it is rawness. If you like raw hip hop, then you can't miss out on listening to Darker Than Black. So.
And that album, I feel literally the day it dropped, and I was championing it, and I've had I get stick from some people saying, why you always try it? I'm saying, yo, if you check it, man, it's a body of work, man. It is a proper body of work.
It really is, and you know, people will always regard Anathema as Triple Darkness' classic, the original formation of Triple Darkness, being as it was the birth, you know, of Triple Darkness, but we feel Darker Than Black stands on its own plateau in that kind of way, as well as the first album, as both like testaments to like, you know, the incredible skill level that we bring to the table and how we choose to give you this and we bring it to you all the time. It doesn't matter whether it was 3 guys or the 12 or the 8, we bring it to you a certain way all the time.
Yeah, that's it, it's just definitely, it's just hard spitting. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bounce into another joint now from the EP, Only Seems Right, and then yeah, if it's cool with you, I might come back and spit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spit some rhymes.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
beats first, definitely, we'll go in.
That's cool, man. Alright, so we'll bounce into something else from the Prelude EP here. So yeah, check it. If you haven't already.
Go get it.
I was going to say, man, you need to go and grab it. You know,
Download it 10 times.
No excuses.
Computer won't do anything, just download
grab it,
10
man.
times.
Check the Spinal Sword video as well, man. You need to go and
Yeah,
check that
most
as well.
definitely. Check the Spinal Sword video. Big shout outs to Windsor Saturn. You know what I mean? That's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Ringozino, out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you check that video out, it's a big video.
With generals at temples, the work's flawless. Fine details, cross-hatching. Your kitty's on heat, I'm beating as I'm gas snatching. Match fashion, wear the clothes that never wore me once. When I drop a jewel it shines, they could never call me dunce. They said I smoke my wind away and lack the motivation.